I just want to drink. Hey, Sonny. I'm a little short on caps. I don't suppose there's any work available.
Not in Good Springs, no. But if you're up for a little scavenging, there's always the schoolhouse. Most of what's in there is junk, but there's this old safe that even Easy Pete wasn't able to crack with dynamite.
God. Stealth boy. You see this? Wait a minute. I'm still here. Victor.
Howdy, partner. So when do the rustlers show up?
They were here. The fight's over.
Really? I must have dozed off. Although that's never happened before.
Hey, just give me 1 second, alright? There may be a data corruption in one of your memory chips. Let me take a look.
All right. We'll put everything back the way you found it.
Override command 16 Delta. Does that mean anything to you?
Never heard of it. I truly am sorry I couldn't help you, partner. Was there something else you wanted to talk about?
Yeah. How did you end up in Good Springs?
I moseyed into town, 10, 15 years ago. Before that, I can't quite seem to recall. Odd. Anyway, it's a right peaceful town, and I reckon it's as fine a place to settle as any.
Did you know who those men were who attacked me?
Can't say that I'm familiar with the rascals. Some of the fine folks in town might be able to help you out with that.
Hi there. Sticking around Good Springs for a while longer?
Just a bit longer. I actually need some information about the area around Good Springs, then I'm gonna head on out.
Sure. What do you want to know?
Well, for starters, I'm wondering what other towns are nearby.
Southeast of here is Prim. Can't miss it. Since it has the giant old roller coaster right in the middle of town. The NCR's got an outpost there. If you follow the road north, you'll eventually hit Sloan and Quarry Junction. They mine rocks or something, but I heard they got troubles lately. I wouldn't head that direction if I were you, though. Got critters up there that don't take kindly to getting shot.
What kind of creatures are out there?
Around here, mostly coyotes and geckos. The coyotes are pretty dangerous in large packs, but otherwise they're nothing to really worry about. The geckos aren't too tough, but they've got a nasty bite. I've heard about bigger, nastier versions out in the wasteland, but I've never seen them. Stick to the roads when you can, and steer clear of the hills north of Good Springs. The critters up there are big and poisonous.
I hope to avoid that. I'm headed to Prim. Can you suggest a route?
Sure can. Take the road southeast out of town till it hits the freeway. Prim is the town with a roller coaster straight south. Can't miss it. NCR patrols do a good job of keeping the highway clear, but I'd keep your gun where you can reach it easily. You never know who you'll run into. Off the road, you'll probably start running into hostile wildlife. My advice would be to stick to the highway when you can.
Thank you, Sonny. I hope our paths cross again.
Until next time.
Hey there. I'm friendly.
Peace, traveler.
What brings you out this way?
Just a hunter out here killing things and hoping their hides fetch more than the bullets cost to kill them.
Good luck to you. Can you point me towards Prim?
Sign says you go south. Just look for the roller coaster. Oh, and don't go north. A caravan just got sacked up the road.
What if I go around the caravan?
It just gets worse the further north you go. Death claws. Death in general. But it's your ass, I suppose.
Appreciate the warnings. I think I'm gonna go check that caravan out.
Keep your guns loaded and ready.
Damn, running low on smokes again. Any lawman that comes after me won't have it easy.
That'll teach the powder gangs to avoid Good Springs in the future.
That was a hell of a fight. Let's hope it doesn't bite us in the ass later on.
I'm glad that business is over. I like it when Good Springs is nice and quiet.
Well, that's the end of that. Never gets old when something blows up.
Ew. Oh, shit. Cool.
Hey, where the hell do you think you're going? Prim is off limits.
What's going on in Prim?
Some convicts from the prison up the road have taken over the town. Everyone inside is either dead or in hiding. What's more, there are 2 tribes of raiders causing trouble in this area as well. You'd be safer heading back up to Good Springs.
Thanks for the warning, but I still got business here.
Be careful. You may want to talk to Lieutenant Hayes. He's in a tent down the road. Just stay on the west side of the overpass if you don't want to get shot.
Got business here.
I'm not sure you should be here.
We won't go quietly. The Legion can count on that.
Hey there. You wouldn't happen to be Lieutenant Hayes, would you?
I'm Sergeant McGee of the New California Republic Army, 5th Battalion, 1st Company. If you want to talk about something, speak to Lieutenant Hayes.
My apologies. Where are you from, McGee?
I'm from the hub originally, but it's been a long time since I saw it. I'm on my 2nd tour here. Most non-commissioned officers are.
Pleasure to make your acquaintance. If you'll excuse me.
Sir.
Good evening. You must be Lieutenant...
I'm Lieutenant Hayes of the New California Republic Army, 5th Battalion, 1st Company. What's your business?
Well, curious to what you're doing out here.
We were sent out here to hold back the tide of convicts from the correctional facility. As you can probably tell, we aren't doing the kind of job we could be doing.
What's the problem with your mission?
The mission isn't a problem. The problem is with supplies. The convicts are better armed and organized than our intel initially suggested. I'm trying to get some reinforcements here, maybe some guns with some firepower, but shit. Things are just going slow.
You have any information on the convicts?
Not much. They've taken to calling themselves powder gangers, mostly because they've taken to using the explosives meant to clear boulders as weapons. They got organized faster than I would have thought, most of them at least. Thankfully, the small group in town here seem to have split off from the main force, so they aren't getting anything in the way of support.
Tell me about the correctional facility.
Most people just call it NCRCF. That's NCR Correctional Facility. A little bit ago, the convicts there staged a coup. Killed the guards that weren't able to escape. And have been ransacking the area since then.
NCRCF. Got it. I got a bit of a ridiculous question. Sorry. I don't want to take up too much of your time.
I have some free time. Ask away.
Well, what exactly, or who, is the New California Republic?
Where do you come from that you haven't heard of the NCR?
Well, I've lived in a few different places,
Never mind, it doesn't matter much. If you haven't heard of us, you must not be from the Legion. Put simply, the NCR is the greatest nation currently functioning.
Well, beyond that, can you tell me anything more about the NCR?
Sure can. The NCR was founded from the survivors of one of the Great Vaults. We started as a small settlement called Shady Sands. We now consist of 5 states that make up the greatest nation since the Great War.
Well, then why is the NCR interested in this desert?
Well, it's no secret. Our interest here is twofold. First, we want to remain in control of Hoover Dam. It supplies the Republic with power and is a source of fresh water. Second, we want to prevent the Legion from advancing across the Colorado River and endangering the home states.
See, I keep hearing about these boogeymen, the Legion. Who are they?
Caesar's Legion. A bunch of degenerate slavers led by a madman who calls himself Caesar. Every one of them is a barbarian to the last. I've even heard one of their leaders, the Legate or something, goes around with a human skull on his head.
Ugh.
Savages to the last.
Well, thank you for answering my questions. If you wouldn't mind, can I take a seat here for a while? Till the sun comes up.
Sir?
Howdy.
I don't know what it was brought you to Prim, youngster, but you might want to rethink your plans. Town's gone to hell.
May I ask who you are?
Johnson Nash is my name. Husband to Ruby Nash. Lived in Prim going on 8 years now, thick and thin. I'm a trader primarily, for what it's worth with things like they are. I also run the local Mojave Express outpost.
I'm a courier at the Mojave Express.
Well, I don't got any work right now, sorry to say.
I lost a package I was supposed to deliver.
I'll tell you whatever I can. You have a delivery order you can show me?
What can you tell me about this?
Oh, so you're talking about one of them packages. That job had strange written all over it, but we couldn't turn down the caps.
What was strange about it?
That cowboy robot had us hire 6 couriers. Each was carrying something a little different. Pair of dice, chess piece, that kind of stuff.
Cowboy robot? You mean the one over there?
Nope. Different fella. Bigger. Had himself a face on a screen. And he talked more like you or me.
Okay, I apologize, as you were saying.
Last word I have from the office, it looked like payment had been received for the other 5 jobs. Guess it was just your chip that didn't make it. First deadbeat we hired to do the job canceled. Hope a storm from the divide skins him alive. Well, that's where you came in.
He canceled.
Yeah, I got this look when he saw you next down on the courier list. His expression turned right around. Asked me if your name was for real. I said, sure as like a rain, you were still kicking. Then he turned down the job, just like that. I asked if he was sure it was good money. No, let Courier 6 carry the package. That's what he said. Like the Mojave'd sort you out or something. Then he just up and walked out.
Do you know who he was, where he went?
No idea. Sounds like you two had a history for him to act like that. And turn down the money, too. Hope he didn't see any trouble in that package of yours. Maybe he thought your name was bad luck. Enough for me to say.
Well, about the package I was supposed to deliver. Someone stole it. A man in a checkered suit and some thugs. Did they pass this way?
Well, now that you mention it, a few nights back, one of the townies was out scavenging for supplies. He said he saw a fellow with a daisy suit come through with some of them Great Khan misfits. They was talking about a chip.
One of those men shot me. I need to know the best way to get to them.
Well, for that, your best bet is going to be talking to Deputy Big. Since they came to town, he was keeping a good bit of notes on them, and he was slinking around Bison Steve when your pretty boy friend came through. He may have heard where they were going.
Thank you. Is there anything I can do to help you guys in return?
Right now, Beagle is the closest Prim's got to any organized law, but he's still stuck up in Bison Steve. First thing I'd say is get his sorry butt out of there.
Okay. Save the deputy.
Well, you can call Beagle a deputy so long as you don't harbor too high an opinion of the word. Boy was about as useful as tits on a rat scorpion. Only qualification he ever had was to be brother to the wife of the sheriff. Still, I suppose he don't deserve what's befell him. We would have considered paying the ransom, if we'd had caps to spare.
Anybody there? What was that?
What the hell am I gonna do? no. Fucking monsters. What the hell did you do to these people?
You like that?
Do I like it? Don't fucking come in here! What the hell did you do to these people?
Had enough?
Oh.